Welcome back to the channel. This is a video topic that I just wanted to make today. It's on my mind and I felt like making the video for you guys. With all the Google algorithm changes and core updates and people losing their sites left and right, and this has just been a pattern for the last 15 plus years on Google with creating websites and so forth. This is just an opinion-based video. And so you have to take it with a grain of salt because it's coming from somebody that right off the bat, I'll disclaim to you that websites have never really worked out for me. And I haven't made tens of thousands of dollars with websites. So I can't speak from being a professional website builder. And so you have to take it from that. But have I made over $350,000 from YouTube? Yes. And so that is what this has to do with, is that it's not for lack of effort on the website thing, by the way. And that's what we're going to be addressing. So just to be clear, this is my personal opinion. I fully understand that if you're a niche website builder and you've had success, or maybe you've never tried YouTube before or something like that, you can't really relate. I can at least relate to both because I've done both and I've given a lot of effort to both websites. And I'm going to tell you that story about my biggest project that I created as well with websites. But I'm going to share both, but I have experiences with both. I've put a ton of effort into YouTube the last few years. I've put a ton of efforts over the last 10 years into websites. So doesn't come without the fact that I haven't put effort into it, haven't hired real professional writers, haven't hired SEO agencies, haven't done everything possible under the sun to have success with websites. But if you're looking at this, I just want to at least challenge you to, if you're listening to this video and you are only a niche website builder and you've never done YouTube before, then you can't really relate on the same level because you haven't done both. And so you may have niche websites that are making you a bunch of money and stuff, but try not to come from this and at least give me a little bit of the benefit of a doubt, right? Because like I said, I have done both and I have put a lot of effort into both. And if you haven't tried both for a year or longer of a lot of grind and effort and putting financials into it and just a bunch of effort into both, then your opinion will be a little bit biased towards what you are doing. And so just keep that in mind if you are only a niche website builder. But I just want to share my journey with you guys. And so obviously, if you're making thousands consistently from websites, you'll completely disagree with me, and that's fine. Our opinions are based on our experiences and so forth. And another thing too is that you may just not have been hit by Google yet, right? I've had Amazon websites before Panda and Penguin. I had Amazon websites making $400 in a day, a single day on a website that I built in 1 or 2 months. I have had some success with websites, but they always get blown up they always get taken down by good old Google algorithm updates, okay? So I tried websites dozens of times, and that's me just telling the flat out truth. I've put some on my public case studies, but I have, for every site that I've shown you on this channel, just times that by 15 or 20, because I have built websites throughout the years since probably about 2007, 2008, when I started building websites, niche websites, blogs, things like that. So I've tried dozens of websites. I've hired humans. I've used AI and end up failing every time. And that's just this flat out truth. Now, it's not just AI content you have to worry about. You also have to worry about dozens of factors like internal links, affiliate links. Do I have too many of these? And is it hurting my site? The list goes on with your content. Now you have to worry about, you write it with a human, but then it doesn't pass AI detectors, vice versa. Now we're all just trying to write the most quote unquote helpful content for Google and for the search engine and for the potential readers of our website. But we don't really know what that actually means. And I don't trust what Google puts on their pages. They're definitely not going to share with you every part of their algorithm. And I don't believe that they do. And so if they're even telling us that they're into AI and they've got the generative AI now answering all their questions and so forth, that's actually another reason why I don't really doing the website thing either, is because Google is now answering I'll tell you right now, the last 20 times I've searched for something on Google, generative AI has answered the question for me. And to be honest with you, the simple things that I'm searching for, when it's not medical advice or something like that, but simple things that I have questions for, and right now it's 10 out of 10 times I search generative AI, answers the question for me. I get the answer that I want, and I've actually double checked it. It's actually it's Google. Their generative AI is answering the questions pretty accurate, 80 to 90% accurate. And so it almost takes the need for a website, a niche website, away anyways, right? I don't know the last time I actually clicked on a niche website to read something, because generative AI just answers all my questions, and ChatGPT answers all my questions. And with all that's going on, you can try to do every single thing on a website and still get your site de-indexed or blacklisted or penalized. So that's just something I wanted to bring up. So some stats from my Search Console this morning right here. Okay, guys. So here's performance right over here. You can see at the very last day right there is down to no clicks whatsoever. Back in December and January, we were starting to take off, getting between 20 and 25 clicks on many days right there. And the site, that's what you want to start seeing. The site start growing and so forth. And then we come down here to literally it's been hit. There's no traffic whatsoever. Then we have another site over here as well. And you can see on that last day, there's literally no traffic coming in at all as well. And then I woke up to the AI niche website case study that is now not ranking anything whatsoever. So this is actually that newbie gardening website, guys. It's not ranking for one thing now. But the difference is that they didn't de-index the site. Some of these other stories from Jackie from Indexy, they literally you type in the site and it's gone. Like it's not even in Google's search console at all. Or if you type in site : and then put the website in and push enter, like nothing shows up for some of these sites that have been intentionally de-indexed by Google. That's not the case for this site, but all of the rankings went down. And so this would probably be what I would say. This wasn't a manual review, which they would just completely make sure that your site's de-indexed, not even showing up whatsoever on Google. But this one, I did do a check this morning, and the site is still indexed and several pages are indexed, but it's not ranking. We have no rankings whatsoever. So the site's gone, right? The site is gone. And this is just a couple of examples of some of the websites that I have. So do these stats bring me down? No, not really. And let me explain why. So I like to test things on this channel. So I test. The past few years, I have tested AI writing software, and you guys have seen me, and I've been able to rank content within 3, 4, 6 hours. I've had some fun stuff too. But you know what? In a sense, if done correctly, it can just as much time. It can take just as much time and resources to publish content with even using AI content. But you know what? I'm glad that I didn't put all of my efforts and eggs into niche website building and AI content and all that, because I would have nothing to show for it right now. So I've even hired, here's one of my biggest projects, okay? So I hired 3 writers on a website, all human written, researched content. We had a full editor and writers. We did the whole process. We had SOPs. We did everything that I've learned from all these high-level website builders, niche website influencers. And after hundreds of articles, the site never took off. It wouldn't grow. It just sat. And then it actually was getting less traffic every month. So with human-written, high-quality content, fully edited, all that on a high DA site, the site actually lost traffic and traction every single month. So this was my project I worked on from 2022 to 2020 and ended up losing an estimated $20,000 between me and my partner on the project. We ended up selling the site for about $2,000. And when I check on the website, it has not taken off or done. The person that bought the website has not been able to do anything better with it or recover it. It is a high DA site, like a 55 or so. But it's not for lack of effort when it comes to, I didn't just throw up 1,000-page websites using AI. I actually never did that. The gardening site was the closest that I ever came to doing that, where I threw up 300 articles using AI in a quick amount of time. But I never did 800 articles in 1 hour and things like that. Some of those videos that you guys watch. And it didn't come with lack of effort. This was full human writers throughout the whole AI content revolution the last couple of years. We actually still went with human writers and tried to do the right thing and go white hat, and it didn't pay off for me. Yes, it is very discouraging to fail at websites all the time, but does it stop me from making $156,000 in 2023? Nope. So for the past 3 years, I've built my business around YouTube. Let me show you. So why YouTube? For starters, and in most cases, YouTube doesn't punish you for trying out new content ideas or using AI. Actually, they're embracing AI. You'll just have to disclaim that you've used AI in your video. No biggie, right? So you guys have heard about that if you use AI voice or an AI avatar or something like that, AI images, that they're going to have you tick a little box that says there is AI in your content. And that's it. It's not going to stop people from watching your videos or anything like that. You're just going to disclaim it. That's all it is. But you don't get punished. You don't not get views or not rankings or not get recommended because you've used AI. There are plenty of channels that have over 100,000 subscribers virtually overnight that are just full AI channels, with AI avatars, with AI writing the scripts with AI, using AI voiceovers. That's very clear they're using AI voiceovers and so forth. And they're thriving and they're getting tens of thousands of views every video. And they have over 100,000 subscribers and it's multiple video channels. So AI is, in a sense, it's embraced on YouTube and it's okay. So whether you create crappy content or high value content that solves people's questions or problems, the quality content rises to the top on YouTube, plain and simple. So if you are teaching something of value and you create the entire video with, just go to YouTube and type in like how to AI or AI apocalypse, or those are a couple of the channels that come to mind that have tens of thousands of subscribers. They're getting probably 1 million views a month. And they're built 100% faceless YouTube channels with using AI voices and all that. But the content that they're providing is high value. They're teaching you something of value, of how they made money online using AI and stuff like that. And so that leads to more click-through rates because they have catchy YouTube thumbnails and titles. And then people actually watch the video. So then that leads to higher retention or watch time on the video. And that the cream always rises to the top on YouTube, right? So the highest quality videos are always going to keep getting views and go to the top. And YouTube's going to push those videos out. And so it just works completely different than ranking a web page. You can manipulate rankings with a web page using black hat techniques for the last 20 years, and it's worked. And people that have it down are able to rank websites virtually overnight or pages, and then eventually they get taken down and stuff like that. But with YouTube, it's just completely different. You actually just create good, valuable content, and it doesn't even matter if it's with AI. With me personally, I can create content much faster, not even using AI, just pushing record and creating content. But it doesn't stop me from, or other people on YouTube, from getting views and that lead to sales and so forth. So I do think there's a massive difference between the two. There is an algorithm and people. This is powerful on YouTube. At the end of the day, the people decide if your content is good and if YouTube will give you more views. That's how, in a very simplistic way of explaining how the YouTube algorithm works. If you create high quality videos that keep people on them, and you have good titles and good thumbnails, generally speaking, you will perform and you will get views per video. On YouTube, I am truly creating content for humans and not just for a search engine. I think that's another big thing. I think we've gotten really tough just when it comes to niche website building and content on page, and this is just a generalization, we're generally writing for the search engine. What's going to help my page rank in the top 10 on first page. And that's why we're adding in all these LSI, NLP keywords, and we have to match the content length for 1,000, 1,500 words, 2,000 words. We have to include this and this topics in there just to have a chance to even to get the bare minimum of what it's going to take to rank. And then you have all your other stuff, which is how powerful your website is, how many backlinks you have, all those kind of things as well that matter. There's just a lot less to worry about on YouTube. You put your video out and then you see how the algorithm takes to it, and you'll know within a couple days if you're going to get views or not. Even on brand new channels, I have people in my Six Figure Freedom Club that I teach this stuff to that are now getting on average 2,000 views per video because they picked the right niche. They're staying tight within their niche on their content ideas, and they're teaching high valuable stuff to people. And it's simple videos like this right here where you're not even on camera and you're just teaching people, and they're starting to crack 1,000 to 2,000 views every single video inside of their inside of under 30 videos that they've published. So YouTube is just a lot faster to test, requires less money, and so forth. On YouTube, I'm not competing against pro YouTube SEO people that have created careers out of outranking me on YouTube. If they exist, I don't see them, as I tend to outrank everyone in my niche on YouTube. Generally speaking, if I put out a software review, unless it's like a competitive, like if it was Ahrefs review, I probably won't rank for that. But we're talking about mediocre to low competition software reviews where there's still 10 to 20 people putting out the reviews. I usually end up in the top 3 every time. And that kind of gives you that gauge of that it doesn't require any SEO ninja tactics. And I'm not paying money to get my videos ranked or anything like that. So that's what the point I was trying to make right there is. But I don't have to do anything fancy ninja or black hat to get views on my videos on YouTube. People that watch a 10 to 20 minute video and end up getting to know me, they end up seeing I am a real person with a real voice. They end up liking my content or not. But the people that end up liking my content tend to come back for more. There's a human connection. And I don't know about you, but I tend to learn better with audio and video. So I don't do well with just reading stuff, and I never have, even back in grade school. Reading was tough for me, and reading comprehension and so forth was tough for me. But I always did really well when I watched an educational video. Then I'd be able to comprehend the information and so forth. So audio and video, and that's what I prefer as a learning technique. And I think that a lot of people today enjoy video as a way to learn and educate and even be entertained. Whereas just sitting and reading a 3,000 word blog post is really not that fun. And let's be honest, most people don't actually read the entire blog post unless you're like a true reading lover. People just skim to get to the part that they're really actually looking for, and then they'll read that. But from a marketing standpoint, so now I'm going to be talking about some marketing. Then YouTube provides a ton of warm to hot traffic. Let me explain. So meaning that folks that have already watched your content and come back to watch more, they are your fans. They are warm, meaning warm traffic, meaning they are more likely to purchase something from you. Okay. Now, with websites, on the other hand, they operate primarily with cold traffic. Conversions are usually terrible and less than 3% on websites. My conversion rates on YouTube are often over 10% conversion rate. And even I've seen up over 50% conversion rates on products that I've promoted. So there's just a massive difference in the quality of traffic because people are just, they're not coming in, finding some random website where they search for something on Google, and you have no idea of what place or what part of the marketing funnel, if they're at the top of the marketing funnel, middle, or bottom of the marketing funnel. You don't know where they're at on that journey on Google, but on YouTube, people are intentionally tuning in to see your videos. So on YouTube, I don't wake up daily wondering if my site is being taken down or where do I rank today in the search engines. I don't have to make a budget for the SEO guy and pay hundreds or thousands per month so they can try to rank me, when we know that even after I've had a lot of failures, even on the newbie gardening site, I spent over $3,000 on SEO, and we got that domain rating and the DR, so the domain rating, we got that up really high. We're talking like 34 or something like that in a very short amount of time. It didn't really do anything for me. Never really got a whole lot of traffic. Obviously didn't make any money from the site. I've never paid $3,000 for LearWire, which has made me hundreds of thousands of dollars, by the way. So I simply press the record button and I make high value videos. At least I try to. I don't get to decide if they are high value, but some people, I help out making their buying decisions, and that is powerful, right? So I love what I do here on YouTube. Is there risk putting all eggs in one basket on YouTube? Yes, absolutely. Of course there is, and I don't. But yes, my business primarily built on YouTube. But we could say the same about people that are doing niche websites, right? That they're putting all their eggs into one basket. And I believe that the risk is far greater on putting all your eggs into niche website building. As we know, all the algorithms every 6 months come out and they target new things, and they just don't really want affiliate sites being built. So the difference is in the track record. Websites versus YouTube. Websites every 2 to 3 months, and a major risk for algorithm updates every 6 months. that make web owners go from thriving to making $0 overnight. Just go and look at the stories, go to Twitter, all that. You'll find more and more people every time there's a major core update. And this last time is one of the biggest that I've seen since Panda and Penguin, where people's entire Google Search Console has been taken down. All their websites are gone. This has been just crazy what's going on right now. Just in the last 3 years alone, I've had countless websites fail and get hit. But YouTube, I have only thrived on. There's a huge difference, in my opinion. Website building for a business model requires time, money, risk, patience. YouTube requires the same grind and effort without the financial risk or the algo risk. Any YouTube channel that I have put effort into has made me money. No sites that I've put a ton of time, money, effort into have made me any money at all. And just back to one of my big projects, I've had multiple projects, but 2 big projects. One was the AI case study where I put thousands of dollars into SEO as well, and that didn't work. I didn't make a single dollar from the website. And then another website that I had that project on, all we did was spend $20,000 only to make $0. Actually, that's not true. We had advertising on the website and it was making maybe $60 to $100 a month with ads, which is nothing compared to the $20K we spent on it and the project. But let me just tell you that on the several YouTube channels that I've created that only have 500 subscribers, I've made affiliate commissions from those channels that don't even are not even monetized by the YouTube partner program because they're not even approved yet because they don't have enough or watch time. But I've made affiliate sales on those YouTube channels very early on the YouTube journey. So that's like a point I want to make, is that even brand new YouTube channels can start actually making affiliate commissions or course sales or whatever that can actually be monetized in several different ways, way faster than websites can. And I'm talking about websites, not, a SaaS website where you're, running Facebook ads and you're trying to get people to sign up for your software. That's still great. Do that all day. I'm talking about websites, niche websites that you're intentionally building to rank on Google so that you can get advertising on your site and start making a couple $1,000s from. That's generally, and then maybe some affiliate links in there and make commissions. That's really the websites that I've been talking about this whole time. So this is just me, guys. I'm sure there are so many stories of website builders and their success, and that is awesome. I think it's awesome. I wish that I was one of them. I'm just not one of those people. Sites just have not worked for me, and YouTube has. So do what you are passionate about. Do what gets you results. Do you, essentially. Thanks for watching.